like your man is becoming distant, and are you worried that his feelings have changed? You want him to think about you and miss you more? Well, stay tuned, because in this video, I'll be sharing with you 6 powerful tips that will make your man miss you and value you even more. Welcome everybody to Black and Blending. Thank you so much for joining us once again. If you're new to this channel, please do consider subscribing below and also turning on the notification button so you're notified every time we make videos. Let's get into it. So you are in love, you are in a relationship with this amazing guy, but all of a sudden you feel as if he's slipping away from you. You don't know what to do, so you think spending a lot of time with him, calling him, texting him, just being with him all the time will make him, will rekindle, your love, or make him miss you or want to be with you when you're not around. But let me tell you something, that's making things worse. What you need to do is to pull away, you need to pull away a bit. So here are the 6 tips, right? Number 1, don't always be available for him. Like, we know that when you're in love, you want to spend time with this person. You don't want them to leave you. Everything is just so jolly. But remember, right? Distance makes the heart grow fonder. So that's what you want. You need that space to give. You need to give this person the space to miss you when you're not around. If you're always there with them, how did I miss you? How do I text, I miss you when I was with you 20 minutes ago? How do I text, I missed you when I was with you 4 other days ago? You know what I'm trying to say? So what you need to try to do is just to give, like, you guys should have some time apart to do whatever else you guys want to do, hang around with your friends or whatever else you do separate, so that you give each other a chance to miss each other, so that when he's not with you, he actually thinks about some funny thing or something, he could text you and be like, hey, I miss you, because being with a man like all the time, he intends to think you're becoming nagging, that's how we women get to a point of, he doesn't appreciate me, he takes me for granted. No, he's not taking you for granted. You're just giving him too much, you understand? All he needs is his own space, which you also need too, So number 2 is just wait before returning his call or text, okay? So what I feel we as women should start doing is I'm not saying cut off communication, but don't be the one to always initiate. Don't be the one that always, oh, good morning, baby. Oh, hello, how you doing? I feel like, no, that's a no. If you see that your boyfriend has stopped communicating with you, it's best that you also pull away, because he knows that, okay, when I don't call, she'll call. When I don't call, she don't call. But what do you think goes through his mind when you actually don't call at all? Or when he sends you a text at maybe at 10 and you respond at 10:30, that shows him that you have a life, besides just sitting and waiting for his text. Oh my God, when is he going to call me? In his head is like, oh my God, what's happening? Oh my God, what did I do wrong? Because now all of a sudden he's realizing that, okay, Sharp, you have other stuff to do. You have a life. You're not just going to be sitting and waiting for him to text you or waiting for him to call you. I'm not saying that you should ignore his calls. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying don't respond to his text. All I'm saying is just be patient. Take some time. Maybe if he sends a message, if you normally respond like rapidly, like quickly, normally just give it like 10 minutes, 20 minutes or 30 minutes and then respond. It also makes him think, okay, why is she not responding now? Then it makes him also realize that, hey, she has a life. She's busy with other stuff. She doesn't have to be around me all the time. You get what I'm saying? So my number 3 is just taking care of yourself. The most important thing everybody needs to realize is somebody cannot miss you if you don't love yourself. How can I miss you if I see this person doesn't love themselves? What you need to do is to take care of yourself. There's so many things. I'm trying to think of what you could do. But number 1 is you could hit the gym. You can start exercising. You can keep fit. If you are obviously a fit person, you exercise right through a relationship. What you can do is you can cut your hair. You can just get out of your comfort zone. You understand? Spice up your look so that when he sees you, he'll be like, damn, why is she changing her look all of a sudden? Then these thoughts are going to be in his head. Oh my God, I'm about to lose her. Oh, maybe, there's some guy out there. Maybe this, maybe that. All the stuff that you go through, all the stuff that you have in your head, going through your head when he gives you distance, that's the same thing that you're going to be returning to him. Take a hobby. Learn to cook a meal. I don't do a sport, learn to paint, learn to sew, do something, you understand? Something that will take away the time of missing him, of wanting to call him and wanting to spend time with him, okay? So just think about stuff that you can do. You can exercise, you could change your look, you know, you could change your hair color, yeah, you could take up a new hobby and just concentrate on you, because there is nothing more important than self-love. And remember, if you do not love yourself, nobody out there is ever gonna love you. You know, you have to learn to love yourself first, because the atmosphere that people walk into, it must be a great one, so that they know, okay, sharp, this person, I can't take advantage of them, because valid, they're full of themselves, they love themselves. There is absolutely nothing wrong with loving yourself. So baby girl, go and love yourself. All right. So number 4 is bring back the mystery and suspense, okay? So I know when you're in love, you tell a partner everything. Oh, I went to the shop today, I bought milk, I bought shoes. No, baby girl, you can't be doing that. So what I mean by suspense is, like, maybe let's say you're going on a dinner date with your parents or with your family. You just text him saying, I'm going on a date. If he asks you who you're going on a date with, then you can be like, nah, I'm just going with my parents. But if he don't ask you, you leave it at that. You know, you don't go explaining, I did this today. No, leave some suspense, you know, in the relationship. You don't have to tell him every single thing that you do. Just even if you get this new look and he be asking you what's happening, you know, like, why are you looking the way you're looking? Just be like, nah, I thought, you know, it's time for change. You don't have to say, oh, it's time for change because you don't see me the way you used to. You don't love me. You don't spend time. Wrong answer. Just be like, nah, I think it's time to change. I'm tired of the old me, new me. You know, I love myself. I just want to feel you know, glamorize yourself, baby girl. So yeah, just keep him in suspense. Like, don't give him everything your day to day. You know, just be like, okay, maybe he calls you and be like, where you at? I'm like, at the shop or at the mall. That's it. Not at the shop. I'm going to buy lingerie. No, I'm at Pick and Pay. My mother sent me for milk. No, I'm in the takes. Give him some suspense. You know, let him think. Okay, sharp. She's going for dinner. Who she's going for dinner with? Who she's going to dinner with? You know. Oh my God, she's at the mall. Who is she with? How is she looking? You know, how is she doing this? How she's doing that? You know, just So the power of social media. So what I think we should, sorry. Anyway, what I think you should, what I think should happen is, when you have your new look, you know, you're loving yourself, you're loving everything that's happening around you, it's always nice to capture these moments on social media, because he will definitely see those pictures. So if you're banging, you're slaying, you're looking hot, take a picture, post it, you know, new me, I love myself, whatever caption these girls use, you use it, baby girl. Also, what you can do is, when you go out with your friends, you can take pictures, you know, just to show him that you have a life, you know, outside of this relationship, that you're also a person as an individual before you become a unit in this relationship. So just take pictures. I'm not saying fabricate. Please don't go out there going to people's yards and taking pictures while they're eating their lunch and be like, no, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, when you spend time with your friends, you know, like when you're spending time with your friends, you should just snap like a picture when you're out to I don't know, to the movies, to the club, or when you're going to a concert. You can just capture all of that and post it on Instagram, because then he's gonna wonder, like, okay, sharp, oh my God, she actually has a life, you know. Because a lot of people out there, when you're in a relationship with them, because you spend so much time with them, they tend to feel as if, you know, she's always with me and she doesn't have a life, I'm her everything. No. Yes, you are some part of everything, but however, there is a huge part where I am my own everything, and I must just go there and enjoy myself. Capture those moments and put them on Instagram, and your phone will be buzzing. So number 6 is learning to move on. Okay, so after all these changes, your boyfriend would obviously see these changes, and if he loves you, he would come sit you down and have a conversation. But if he does not see these changes and doesn't have the conversation, it's best that you learn that, okay, this is not the man that I'm supposed to be with, and I really need to move on. Okay, because there's no point wasting so much energy and resources into a relationship that's not going to go anywhere. Because normally when you start a relationship, you actually you are honest with each other about what is it you want. There are some guys out there who are really honest and tell you that, hey, you know what, I'm not looking for anything serious, but because you're so charmed by this guy and you love him so much, you oh, he'll change, you understand? So for short term, it does look like you're enjoying the relationship and maybe he might change, but for long term, you are only going to be like, you're only setting yourself up for disappointment, because there's no person who is not ready for a serious relationship who did mention to you at the beginning that they're only looking for a short-term relationship, and you have already long-term plans. You understand? None of that is gonna happen. So before you put yourself into any form of relationship, always learn about intentions. Okay, what are your intentions of this relationship? I'm not saying that men should be the ones to be like, hey, I'm gonna marry you tomorrow or whatever. Nah, just know that, okay, me and this guy are both walking the same path, and we are reciprocating whatever it is we're giving each other. Because a lot of us just go for looks and go for charm, even though this person says to you, you know what, hey, listen, I'm just here for fun. I'm not here to be looking long term or having babies or getting married or whatever, So always listen to what a guy says to you, because it is the truth. Like, they tell you the truth from the beginning, and how you take it, that's on you. No guy is going to say to you, hey, you know what, I don't want a long distance, I don't want a long-term relationship, I just want something for now. And then even if it carries on to 2 years, he's going to say, hey, you know what, I did say it. No, he's going to carry on with you while he's trying to mess around or do whatever he's doing on the side, But if a man loves you and he sees all of these changes, he's going to come to you and talk to you and be like, okay, why did you make these changes? Or then you guys could voice whatever it is, in the relationship, and try fix and think of a way forward. I know a lot of you guys got excuses in your head. Oh my God, if I do this, he's gonna leave me. If I do this, he's also not gonna return my calls. These are all just excuses. And no matter what you do, if the person is meant for you and if the person really loves you, believe me, he will do whatever it takes to be with you, because he can't see himself without you. You understand? Rather be with somebody who gives you the same attention you give them, somebody that you can communicate with openly and tell them how you feel, instead of somebody who, okay, sharp, you have fun, you go to bars, to the club, you do whatever, but then at the end of the night, after having sex, you're crying because this person doesn't communicate with you, or this person doesn't show you to your friends, and now you feeling like a side chick, So yeah, for me, I just feel like if you're in a position where you feel as if you're about to lose your man and he's losing interest in this relationship or whatever, please try and use these steps. If these steps do not give you the results you're looking for, where your partner will come and sit you down and have a conversation with you, or your girlfriend, your boyfriend will have a conversation with you about the changes that they've noticed, then baby girl, move on. There is nothing wrong with moving on, starting over. Even if it means your heart get broken 10,000 times, I guarantee you that at some point in your life, you're going to find somebody who's going to make it feel like all those 1,000 times your heart got broken was actually nothing. Did it ever happen? I don't remember me getting heartbroken. I've always known this guy, So always listen to what guys tell you, because it is the truth. It is the truth. I have a lot of people. I know of a lot of friends, who were like, no, if I do this, if I implement these steps into our relationship, he'll leave me. If I do this, he won't call me. If I definitely get to number 5, if I get to number 6, I won't have a man to come and have a conversation with me. But is that not what you want? You want to see if you're wasting your time, if you're not, or if you are actually building with somebody. Because think about how much resources you use in a relationship. Think about the energy you use in a relationship. Why would you want to use it with the wrong person? It actually makes no sense that you'd want to use this energy with the wrong person, all in the name of being loved or feeling love. Are you really feeling love? Is it really love by you begging this man to be with you, calling him day in, day out, invest in yourself, take care of yourself, enjoy friendships with your friends. I recently posted a video of how can I be happy. I'll put the link below. You can check that video if you don't know where to start. That video will help you on where to start on finding your happiness and finding yourself and the things that you can do. So yes, we all want to be in successful relationships. We all want to be happy. We all don't want to waste our energies with some person who's just here to pass by, and we're already waiting at the altar, So yes, let me know if these tips were any good for you. Share your stories with us, guys. Please comment below. Subscribe if you're new to this channel. And until next time, we'll see you. This is Black and Blending.